Welcome to School of Timeless Wisdom. I'm Omni Amin, and I want to start by saying Happy New Year. Happy 2026. And since we're meeting, this is our first meeting in 2026. 2026 adds to the number one. And it is a very special year because when things add to one, the one comes from multiple ways. Either it is one standing on its own, or it's a 10, or numbers adding together like 2, 2, 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. And we remove the 0 and it's the year of 1. So this year of 1 is holding a lot. 1 is always about new beginnings, new ventures, new you, new resolutions. Then you will say, but isn't it every year? And I'll say, yes, it is every year, but not every year adds to 1. Like 2025 was a 9. So it was the year of closure. People call it endings. And some say, I don't like to use words that are endings, meaning doors closing. No, it is completion. It was the year of completion, where you will find that you completed many things, in the sense that a lot of people went through divorce, left jobs, completed things, exodus of friends, loved ones from your life, whether due to death or due to whatever it is that's in their head. But it was a year of endings. So here, this is a year of celebration, because we are venturing into the newness of you, of you, and of it's a universal, also collective one. So let's first see what's behind this oneness. This oneness is coming from two twos, 20, 26. So 2, 2, and 6. If we have 2 twos, it means 2 is always the number for getting together, peace, love, duality. So it will be the year of new ventures with relationships, new ventures with wanting love and peace. You will be, as a human being, searching for, I want a new me, but with love and peace. Everything that I want to do, it has to be from the heart. Everything is peaceful. It's not stressful. It is not giving me a headache. And because it's a double 2, which means the emphasis on doing things together is going to be great. So it's collective. Here, there is a collective energy behind the oneness that is created from 2026. So the whole planet, it's the best time to, when you are dreaming and visualizing and invoking new things and love and peace for you, wrap it around the planet, because it's for everybody. So this year will witness calmness, like a lot of wars that are taking place. They might have kind of like peace, negotiations. They stop bombing one another. They stop the killings. They are into the negotiating phase of getting together and hearing the other. And because it's a double 2, 2 and 2 make 4. So 4 here, it's also a wonderful year of building. So whatever it is that you want to build in a new era, or a new, it's a new era, in a new year that adds to a 1, it means it is going to be stable, it is going to be sound, and it is going to be lasting. Because 4, it takes 4 pillars to build a house. So it's also the number of foundation, and it also brings prosperity. So also 4 is the number of the teacher, because a teacher is someone who lays the foundation in a student, in society, for future generations. So this is all behind the 2 and 2. Now, the final is 6, and 6 is wonderful, wonderful number of Mother Nature. Sixth sense. So Mother Nature is the mothering element, because a mother always has a sixth sense. She is green and giving and perceptive, knows how to balance things. So here, the number 6 is wonderful because it will allow you to develop faculties, unseen faculties in yourself that you have always felt them, but were saying, I'm too scared. Why should I open this now? No, 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 these are voices in my head. It will not amount to anything. I'm imagining. It is the best year to bring about your sixth sense and make it stronger. So here, the year 1 of new beginnings is coming from an unfolding of love and peace, solid foundation, and a sixth sense. All this is enmeshed in this year of 1. 2026 gives us a 1 of harmony. There is really an umbrella for all these things. And it is the power of 2 together. So it's anything that you want to dream of concerning relationships will work. Will work. Will work so long as you are aligned, and will work even if you're not aligned. It will take you on a course where you will be learning and understanding something. So here, how do you align yourself to the new energy of this year? It is very simple. To align the self, you need to focus on, we all want to say, I want a new me. I want a new me, maybe looks-wise, weight-wise, and energy-wise, health-wise, spirituality, work-wise, abundance, you name it. All of these elements are integrated into your 7 chakras. So you don't really need to go anywhere, do anything except look at your body and be more in line with what is new. So how can I use this power of 1, new beginnings, and make a new me? It's very, very simple. Let's start with the first chakra, the root chakra. The root chakra is all about grounding. I usually love one thing for the new year is that I ground myself. And the simplest, easiest, most beautiful way is to walk barefoot on the grass, on the sea, dip your feet in the water. Just walk barefoot. That's it, with the intention of grounding. If you want to go a step further, to bring that peace, because when you ground, when you earth yourself, when the soles of your feet, the 2 chakras in the soles of your feet are activated. It's kind of like an arrow that goes up and down. So it is the Mother Earth will immediately pull down all negative or excess energies that your body does not need. And when you are aware, you will be pulling, and even if you're not aware, your feet, through the soles of your feet, through the chakras on the soles of the feet, you will be drawing into you, instead of these negative, heavy energies, positive energy, rejuvenation. This is why we always feel great after walking barefoot somewhere in nature. So this is the easiest way. And to know whether you are in alignment or not, just ask yourself. From the root chakra is all about food, drink, like the basics. Am I really still worried about money? Am I really worried about where I live? Am I really worried about my physical environment? So it's the ABCs. If the answer is yes, it means that your root chakra is not working for you. So you need to make it work for you by saying that with bare feet on the ground, as I ground myself, I'm asking Mother Nature to ground me so that I do not need the essentials, that I am well taken care of. I'm a child of nature and nature takes care of me. And then going up to the second chakra, the sacral chakra, it is very easy to ask yourself, how am I doing emotionally? It's the emotional chakra, and it is your creative force. If you're a writer, if you're um, a painter, if you are doing any artwork and you're stuck, stagnant, or if you're a teacher, any form of work and you feel that you are stuck, it means your creativity is stuck. So have a look at your sacral chakra. What is happening? Because those are your sexual organs. For women, it carries the womb, which is giving birth. And for men, this is a very important area of the emotions. Men usually are harder. They keep in emotions because they're told men don't cry and so on, which is so unlike human nature. If you read into the Greek classics like Homer, it would always say how men sat down and cried. Like crying was not taken against them. It was actually a sign of releasing and a sign that they are closer to their nature. Go and read Gilgamesh. In Gilgamesh, there are tears, where Gilgamesh sheds tears when his friend Enkidu dies. And he was a really very strong man, both mentally and physically. So the journey of tears is a very humbling one. And they never felt, smaller because they sat down and shed tears. On the contrary, it was a way of release and expression. So here, balancing the emotional chakra is extremely important. And people need to see, why is their creativity blocked? Am I blocking my sexuality? Am I blocking my creative force through I want a child and I keep saying I don't have enough, I'm not going to have a child? What is it that you are blocking? Now, usually this chakra is blocked by the feeling of guilt. So the first chakra is blocked by fear that there isn't enough. The second chakra is blocked by guilt. Guilt of my sexual desires, guilt that I'm very sexually active, guilt that I have these imaginations and my body feels ashamed of them. So here you need to balance this and you need to say it's a new me, no guilt. Because the two things that can hinder completely your growth physically, mentally, spiritually are fear and guilt. Any knots in those two chakras, meaning stuck. You're hindered. Everything is delayed. Frustration and negativity. Because those are the two chakras that bring upon negativity. And remember, we spoke about the voices that come and speak to us that are not us, but they are negative voices. How to discern it is, if it's a voice that is telling you how to become better, if it's a voice that is speaking to you in the positive vein, then follow it. But if it's negative, then block it. How do you block it? Sending it love. I'm sending you a lot of love. Thank you so much, but I do not need this. And I am a creature of joy. Because it is the second chakra that brings joy. Sexual energy brings a blast of joy. It is wonderful. Now, the third would be your solar plexus. And solar comes from sun. So it is the chakra that gives light to your existence on this planet, meaning that it really brings your willpower and creative nature and everything into existence, like putting a spotlight on them, showing them to the rest of the world, because it has got this might of yes, you can be very creative, but you don't, like in your imagination or inside of you, but you don't bring it out to the light. So the third chakra, the solar plexus, is extremely important in bringing this out. How do you know if it's balanced or not? Are you too weak? You're always not just scared. It is kind of like you cannot stand up to yourself, or do you give your power away? Do you give your power away to those around you? Or are you a control freak? The opposite. So opposites also hinder. The first chakra, I haven't got enough, or I've got everything, but it's never enough. So when will it ever be enough? And in the second chakra, it's not just I have creative sexual desires. No, it is just like I'm not thinking about anything else except I can't get enough. So it is an abuse of this window, an abuse of this. And why do I call it a window? It is a window, it's a vortex into other dimensions. Every chakra correlates to different um, different places in the universe. You are someone who has integrated all the planets, all the galaxies, everything inside of you. So every single chakra in your body can take you places without the need for traveling in a vehicle. You are the vehicle. So it opens a vortex into another dimension. So they are dimensions. That's it. So here, balancing the willpower. Am I like control freak, or am I not taking control of anything? I'm just like letting the waves take me and rock my boat wherever it goes. I'm too afraid to hold the oars and row myself to the shore. What is happening? So this is your third chakra. Now, the most important chakra is the chakra in the middle, which is the green chakra of the heart. If the heart is in the right space, it will help what is above and what is below. That's it. So here, if you've got lots of problems, I want you to do one thing. Just sit down, breathe through the heart, like feel your heart and see your heart opening and expanding. Emerald green light. Put this green light all around you. Let your heart emanate the green and place it and put it all around you. Wrap yourself with this green, beautiful green light. It is protection. And if you intend that it is protecting me from any evil, harm, evil eye, envy, jealousy, malice, it will. And if you intend that you're opening your heart chakra with unconditional love and acceptance, with joy, and sending this light down to the 3 chakras below and the 3 chakras above, it will align you. Eventually, when you do this, it will align you. So the heart chakra, how do you feel that you're starting 2026 with joy? Does your heart feel heavy? Does your heart feel light? Is your heart open and accepting? And I'm not saying accept people who come to deliberately harm you, but you can be aware of them, but don't harbor hatred, because hatred pulls you down and closes your heart chakra. Don't harbor negative thoughts. Don't harbor, things about revenge, getting back. No, it is about diffusing, forgiving, and if they want to behave this way, it is okay. It is their right. This is a free-willed universe. They may, but I'm not part of this. I pardon and I move on. And whoever speaks behind your back, their place is behind your back. Why should I look back? They're behind me. So it is perfect, because they're behind, it means you are at the front. Over. So just move on. So the heart chakra here is so easy to know. Like a lot of people say, I feel there is a stone on my heart. Okay, if this is the feeling, I would say stop, because here, this will block the 3 chakras below. Because once the heart is open, the three chakras below will automatically start working. Working in the sense that if there are problems with them, the problems will manifest in your life and you will have to face it, deal with it, and move on. So the heart is the most important chakra because it is in the middle of three chakras below, three chakras above. And I'm only speaking about the 7 known chakras. So here also the heart is in a very beautiful place because it is connected to the arms, see, and at the end of your arms, the hands. So every hand in the palm of your hand, just as in the soles of your feet, we have 2 very important chakras. Yeah. So all what you need to do when you are really grounding yourself and putting your feet on the ground, I always also place my hands on the grass, on a tree, on the sand, with the intention that it just anything, it's also releasing, and I'm charging them. And then I wash my hands. I always wash my hands because clean hands mean you're able to heal and balance yourself and others. And a clean hand, when you are shaking hands, what is happening? You're putting your hand inside someone else's. So it's kind of like the heart is going, energy from the heart is going into the palm of the other person. And likewise, the palm of the other person is transferring information and energy. You sometimes just shake hands and say, I felt wonderful after that handshake. Wow, great. Well, what happened? They bestowed upon you beautiful energy. And sometimes you just say, oh, after I shook hands with that person, I was just like ready to drop down. I felt so exhausted. I never felt so ill in my life. They sucked your energy. So why? And it's just a handshake because the hand is connected to the heart chakra. So close to the heart chakra. Here it is. And it's flowing from here, the give and take. When people come and tell me my heart is not in balance, I ask one question. Not whether your heart is heavy or not, but are you sharing? Do you give people things? They say yes. Okay. Are you receiving? Well, I don't really need. Stop. If you give, you have to receive. And if you receive, you have to give. And you don't need to wait to give in order to receive. When you give with love, you need to receive with love. So it has to be in balance, the giving and receiving, because the 2 hands are connected to the heart. And they are very important chakras, more important than you think, because this is how you heal. So whenever we're hit or something happens, the first thing we do is we place our hand, the palm of the hand, this chakra here, where it hurt. No matter where in the body. For us or for a child that falls down, it's okay. Show me, and you place your hand there, and you find that after just a few minutes, the child stops crying. You've healed them. You're giving them energy. Have a look at the ancient temples in Egypt. The palm of the hand is very important, and you will always find this sign. These 2 fingers represented everywhere, because these 2 fingers are shooting energy, laser. But let's speak about the hand, because it's always, the hands are receiving keys of light and healing. So this is why the ancient Egyptians always had their hands like this. Always. Why is it like this? It's because I am receiving, and I want the light. I want the sun's rays to fall upon the palms of my hand so that I replenish, recharge. The palms of the hand? No, my heart. Okay, I receive, flows to the heart, flows out. So just as I receive, I give. Perfection. So here, when we go up, on the way up, we find the throat chakra. How to balance the throat chakra? The throat chakra, your voice. And usually I have noticed that people who are unable to express themselves and engage are stuck when it comes to creativity. Why? Because this is their voice. And this is connected to the solar plexus. They're both, one is light, the other is sound. So don't we say sound and light? And between them, the heart, which is the generator. I call the heart the generator. Without the generator, without this, everything is dead. So here the throat and the solar plexus are the sound and light. That's it. It's the sound and light of the body. So if the sound of the body is not working, you can't be creative because you will not be heard. There are a lot of women who especially women who keep it here. They do not speak. And as a result, a lot of women are suffering from thyroid problems. Thyroid problems are things that have not been expressed. And if they have not been expressed, a lot of women who are unable to sound themselves can also become impotent. They cannot have a child. Barren. But once they start to use the throat chakra, heal the throat chakra, they start to conceive. I'm not saying that this is every case, but a lot of the clogged here. So here you just ask yourself, if not everyone is in a society where you can be vocal about things, but between you and yourself, do you sing? I'm going to say again, do you sing? And I'm not saying sing in the community, sing in the family, sing to yourself when you're on your own. And then you'd say, but there are a lot of people around me. And I would say one thing, when you're singing a song, even if you don't voice it, your whole body is vibrating with the resonance of this sound. Sound. That's why we say sound healing. We heal with the hands. We heal with the sound. How do we charge the hands to heal? From the solar plexus. That's another story. We will deal with it maybe in another talk. But sound healing, your sound and light are in your body. So anything, if you're always complaining that your throat is hurting, that something is wrong, just ask yourself, am I talking too much or am I not talking at all? Then here you intend that you sing. That's why a lot of people surmount problems by joining a choir, singing in a group with a group of people, karaoke with friends once a week. Use it to make it come out. And if you cannot, just on your own, sing. Put the song that you like and sing along as loud as you can, melodious as you can. And if you're desperate for some release and you're in a space where it's very heavy, remember a song that makes you feel ecstatic and just start singing it. If you can hum a bit, fine. If you cannot, singing it inside and visualize that you're singing it at the top of your voice. It will be in every cell of your body. Now, the throat chakra here, the neck. The neck is very important because why? It holds the head, connects the head with the rest of the body. And the first thing that it connects it with are the shoulders. So we've got two very important chakras here. Just as we've got two chakras at the soles of the feet, two chakras in the palms of the hand, we've got two chakras, two forgotten chakras, one on each shoulder. And they resonating with your here, this chakra. So balancing this also relax the shoulders. Make sure that the shoulders are not tense. Because if the shoulders are tense, it means you are carrying too much, carrying others. I always tell my clients, drop the dead donkey. Drop things that don't belong to you. Well, if I don't do them, no one else is going to. That's okay. Just drop them. They're not yours. Were you born carrying these people or carrying these situations or carrying these things on your shoulders? Don't carry things unnecessarily. Be kind to those two chakras because they have been forgotten. I always activate my hands and put my hands like this and rock. Beautiful. So just as when we handshake, the energy flows. When you give someone a hug, what happens? In the hug, there is something that is very important. You're placing your heart chakra against the other person's heart chakra. Oh, so it's heart chakra to heart chakra. So the greeting, whether it's a handshake or a hug, it's heart chakra. So be careful who you hug and be careful who hugs you. And you'd say, but I can't, whatever. You can simply say, I'm very sorry, I've got a cold, or I'm very sorry. Find something sweet to say. Or, excuse me, I feel a bit of a cold coming. I'm very, very careful. Now, if there's no way out, there is something very, very sweet that you can do, which is engulf yourself in protective emerald green light. Or use how I spoke about kind of like engulfing the self, putting a mirror of light or a bubble of light, or have a look at the other videos about how to protect yourself. So here, that's the throat chakra, which is very interesting. This area here, which is like really not very big, harbors 3 chakras. And the rest of the body carries the other 4. So this is a very important part of who you are, because it's got your light expression. And then here, the third eye. The third eye is no more than the pineal gland in the middle. It's your third eye, we call it, because when it's really active, it opens up like an eye inside of you. And this is a wonderful chakra. It is your intuition, intuitive. Sometimes you just sit down and you'd say, oh, when I'm sitting in silence, ideas come to me, or I'm able to solve things, or I feel things, or I dream a lot. It is the pineal, the third eye is extremely important. Make sure to balance it. So easy. You don't need to do anything except just as you place the soles of your feet on the ground, place this on the grass, on the sand, on the ground, any ground, and just place it there. You can place your nose and the top of your head, like how the Muslims pray in the mosques. You see that their nose and this is touching. This is the best way to get rid of excess electricity in the body. You're grounding the whole of this. Amazing. So just put it, and it's not for very long. Just leave it there. Some people will feel so good that they don't want to get up. Just allow yourself to get rid of that electricity. For people who are hyper, who are tense, who have got headaches, who are not in balance, I really ask them to do this exercise daily. Every day, just allow your forehead to touch the ground for 30 seconds, 15 seconds, 10 seconds, but just do it. And you will notice the difference. Amazing. So that's the third eye. Now, the crown chakra, here, your halo. The crown chakra is actually easy to also activate, and it is by wearing a crown, putting a floral crown, those small hats where the Muslims, the Jews place, or the Pope. Perfect. Why? Because it's activating something. Now, to know whether you're in balance or not, are you always getting headaches? Are you not thinking clearly? Do you feel blocked here? Some people say that we're blocked here. It means the crown is not open. Just sit in the sun. Sit in the sun and allow the sun to touch the crown of your head. Close your eyes and see the lotus or the petals of a plant or a lotus petal or whatever opening and forming a crown. Better still, put a floral crown on as you're visualizing this and enjoy. So here, as you are making sure that your chakras are balanced, I'm also going to ask you to do one thing. Make an intention. I'm intending to balance myself with harmony, new beginnings. And here, it's the best way. What are the new things that you want? On a mental level, put it here. On an intuitive level, put your wish here. On a vocal level, here. The heart feelings, do it as you balance yourself. The solar plexus, your willpower, intended. Your emotions, intended. Your grounding and feeling safe that you don't want, are not in need and not wanting anything, intended. Place your intentions in every chakra according to how the chakra functions or serves. If you get confused, this is too much, place your intention in the heart. And don't forget to place the hand on the heart. And better still, as you're placing the intention, this activates the thymus gland, the heart. Not this. Makes it sleep. That's why when we want to rock the baby to sleep, we sometimes do this. But when you are at the back of the baby and doing this, what you're actually doing, and the baby goes quiet, the back, you're activating the thymus gland and making the child open chakra and feel blissful, and they go to sleep. So I want to wish all of you a very happy new year. This exercise is not just for 2026, it's for any year, but because 2026 is new beginnings, so we tie our new us with our chakras, and we don't need to go or fly anywhere else. So may you have a peaceful, loving, blissful, abundant year. Thank you.